Wow, we are getting an hour-long Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Honestly, at the time of recording this, it's 9 hours away. Oh man, I don't even know what this one could have in store for us, but I can tell you what I really want. What I want more than anything is a new Star Fox. Like, can we please finally get a new Star Fox? It's only been 9 whole years since the last one. I can't tell if Nintendo is underestimating Star Fox's capabilities as a franchise, or if it's just Star Fox Zero's lackluster praise. Maybe that scared them. I don't know. But think about it. The crazy capabilities of the Switch 2 would make some action-packed all-range mode skirmishes feel so intense. Picture flying around in an open area, seeing literally hundreds of enemy and allied ships fighting each other, laser blasts flying everywhere. They have the potential to make these games play the way they wanted Star Fox 64 to feel all the way back in 1996. We had a taste of how good it could be on the Wii U. It was just bogged down by a control scheme that was not great, maybe made the game a little less fun to play. You know, I've been asking for a new Star Fox game for so long that it just feels like I'm shouting into the void at this point. But sure enough, I'm gonna keep on asking. But if we can't get a shiny new Star Fox game, can we at least get Star Fox Assault on NSO? That is like the bare minimum. Just show us you still care about the franchise. Moving on, thinking about realistic predictions for the Direct, I think we're definitely seeing Metroid Prime 4, and I think it's going to get a lot of time dedicated to it, if not the bulk of the Direct. I wouldn't be surprised if Legend ZA gets a nice little segment too, maybe even a new Mega reveal, but I don't know about that one, seeing as how we just got Mega Malamar yesterday, and they seem to be doing their own thing with the marketing there, and it's doing well, honestly. We will definitely see Tomodachi Life living the dream, and maybe see what differences there are between the Switch 1 and Switch 2 versions of the game. It's not really one I'm super excited about, but I think it's pretty neat. Same goes for Rhythm Heaven Groove. It's gonna be here, it's really great for the fans of the series, but it's not for me, and that's okay. I know we'll definitely see something from Kirby Air Riders in some capacity, but we literally just had a full Direct dedicated to it, so I don't expect too much there. This prediction would disappoint me if it happens, but I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 version with some new stuff or something. I think New Horizons already suffers from having a major update exist as a detached entity from the game in the form of Happy Home Designer, so I think having a third thing just feels like too much. But it might be the route they take. Who knows? You know, as far as Switch 2 upgrades go, I think Metroid Dread could really benefit from some performance boosts. And so could, say, Xenoblade games. I think they would really benefit. They could add mouse support for Mario Maker 2. That would be huge. It would actually make the game playable. I think we will see a lot of Switch games get paid upgrades for the Switch 2. Because that's just easy enough projects for them to make to buy their dev teams time to make bigger games over longer periods of time. So I wouldn't be too surprised if you just see Xenoblade 2 getting a Switch 2 edition and it's got some big upgrades, or another DLC, or Xenoblade 3, or Fire Emblem. I don't even know what the latest Fire Emblem is, but I could see it getting an upgrade for the Switch 2, adding a little bonus content, and buys the Fire Emblem team time to make a real new game. Just a thought. But you want to know what I think is all but guaranteed at this point? We are going to see some major fanfare for Mario. I mean, this Direct is happening the day before his 40th anniversary, after all. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a major Mario game announced. Be it a 3D Mario, a 2D Mario, a new Maker, a collection, Galaxy 2 remaster. I don't even know. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a new 3D Mario, but since Odyssey Team was doing DK Bonanza all this time, I wonder who would be making it. I would love for a comeback of Mario 35 with a new coat of paint in the form of, like, Super Mario 40. I don't know about that, though. Maybe they'll highlight that new kids application based around Mario. I forget what it is, but it looked really fun. Give that a little attention. Maybe a new Paper Mario could be on the horizon. They sort of set us up for a whole return to form with the 1,000 Year Door remake. Wouldn't it be great if we got a huge new Paper Mario RPG on the Switch too? Or maybe we could get some information on the Mario movie too. That would be fun, like maybe a first look at Yoshi or some casting information. Who knows? I'm reading this part of the script. Not too long ago, the Universal leak for the domain name for Super Mario Galaxy movie just happened. So odds are that's probably what we're going to be getting. The announcement of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That would be cool. But moving away from Mario, I would really like to see something Zelda related for the Switch too. Like, they've been on this remake kick for a while. Why not take this as an opportunity to remake the Minish Cap or Four Swords, or both? If it were up to me, I would want all of the Four Swords games and Minish Cap all in one package under the banner of, like, the Vadi Saga or something. Or they could give it the Link Between Worlds treatment and make it some sort of, like, spiritual sequel. Let's see, what else? Oh, Splatoon Raiders. That's a thing. We're definitely going to see something from that. I think we'll likely see, like, a little glimpse of Yuka Replayly, even if it's just as one of the headlines. But all in all, I'm really excited for that one. I loved the original version of the game, but I only ever finished it on the Xbox when it first came out. So this will be like a breath of fresh air, and I need a new 3D platformer in my life now that I just finished Donkey Kong Bonanza. What a game. Speaking of that, a lot of people are thinking that there's going to be some sort of DK Bonanza DLC for Mario Kart World. I don't know if I agree with that. But it's interesting that DK and Pauline both only have one extra costume. I'm not getting my hopes up, though. This thing is going to be 60 minutes long. So even if you give it 15 minutes for Metroid, 3 minutes for Legend ZA, 2 minutes for Kirby Air Riders, just plugging the overview that Sakurai did, give it like 15-20 minutes of Mario Anniversary stuff, and then give it like 10-15 minutes in between everything for headlines and stuff. There's still so much that they could fit into this direct, and it's just wrinkling my brain. Well, instead of talking about what I expect, here's what I don't expect. I do not expect Donkey Kong Bonanza to have any extra content. That game is a full and complete experience. I do not for the life of me know what you could possibly add to that game. If you haven't played Donkey Kong Bonanza, this is your call to action. You need to play this game. It's perfect. I don't expect any crazy new Pokemon announcements either. I know there have been rumors floating around about a non-Legend ZA Pokemon announcement coming soon, but a Nintendo Direct typically isn't the place for that. Pokemon likes to keep their big stuff for their Pokemon Presents. I also don't foresee any new big Kirby games just yet because we just got this Forgotten Land DLC expansion. But who knows, maybe we might get a 2D Kirby. Anything's possible. I know it's safe to say that we aren't seeing any new 3D Zeldas for a long time, but I do think that porting Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD would be awesome. That's always on my wish list. It feels too soon for Smash Brothers 2. Like, I would love to be eating my words right now, but with Sakurai all in on Kirby Air Riders, I don't think I'd even want another Smash Brothers game right now, because it would mean Sakurai's not involved, and there's no Smash Brothers without Sakurai. Alright, I guess I'm kind of running out of predictions here. I guess I could give some, like, shot in the dark hopes. Like, I'd love for us to get a brand new Animal Crossing game. It's only been 5 years since the last one, but it's also been 5 whole years since the last one. If there is a new Animal Crossing, I would want it to be hugely different from anything we've seen before. I want to see them use this new console. I want them to make the most of the size. I want 20 villagers in a village. I want to build a city. I want new stuff, because New Horizons was kind of a disappointment to me. Here's a shot in the dark, but like Pikmin, something Pikmin, anything. I will always take Pikmin. Another shot in the dark, but Kid Icarus. I would love some Kid Icarus. Kid Icarus Uprising was one of my favorite games I've ever played, so if they gave me a remake of that on the Switch too, I'd eat it up. Better yet, give me a sequel to Kid Icarus Uprising. Please don't actually let the sequel to Kid Icarus Uprising come out 30 years after Kid Icarus Uprising. That would be a funny joke. Yeah, but it would be just the worst. I just thought of this too. I wouldn't be surprised if something Fire Emblem pops up in this direct. It's been a little while. But at this point, I'm kind of just listing all of Nintendo's IPs over and over. There isn't really a whole lot of information for us to go off of, so I guess we'll just have to tune in a couple hours and find out. Sadly, I will be at work when it all goes down, but I'll do my best to cover the direct as soon as possible. Until then, I guess I'm going to close this out so I can get it edited and posted real quick. I'll see you guys in a day or two. God bless you all. Bye. Please give us Star Fox. Please give us Star Fox. Please, 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 Nintendo. Give us Star Fox, please. Please. Please give us Star Fox.